brain to perform at optimal levels. We have the most powerful biocomputer in the entire universe, and yet not a lot of people are getting their brains to perform at optimal levels, right? Who can tell me what your brain is made up of? What's it made up of mostly? And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Let me know where you're from. Many of you know I'm in San Diego right now. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Fabulous, of course. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Emick. Nice to have you on. So is your brain operating at optimal levels? Right? Many of us upgrade our software on our computers, on our cell phones. Even the software in our car gets upgraded, right? Our brain's just a little bit different, right? Hi there, Sarah. You're excited for this? Me too. So is your brain made up of mostly water and fat? Right? Of course, we have neurons, right? But when we're talking about getting your brain to operate at optimal levels, do you have the habits to get it to operate at optimal levels? I believe, tell me if you agree or not. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Michelle. I believe that my brain, your brain, is worth at least $100 billion. Would you agree with that? It's the most powerful computer in the world, right? It's actually maybe not the fastest computer in the world, but the fact that it can multitask and multi-process in so many layers is just a miracle in itself. Would you agree? Let me give me a like or a love. All right, if you agree on that. So a couple of things I'm going to share with you. I made a list over here on my screen that I want to share with you to give you the best chance for having your brain work, optimally. Just so you know, when I first wake up, other than, my gratitude activating, okay, my positive neurons of gratitude, which we're going to talk about meditation and gratitude later. The first thing that I do once I get up, before I do anything else, is I go get a glass of water. And it's part of my healthy brain, okay, protocol, healthy brain protocol. So I want to talk to you about 10 different things that will help you. And let me know how many of these things you actually do. So let's talk about nutrition. Are you aware that your brain uses over 25% of all the calories? It's only about 3 pounds. Your brain's only about 3 pounds, but it uses 25% of all of your calories. So let me ask you a question. Do you have a healthy, balanced brain diet, rich in low glycemic foods, low glycemic, not high glycemic. Low glycemic is fruits like berries, okay, that give you the fiber and the sugar that you need, the glucose. Your brain runs on glucose, right? It's a glucose eating machine. All food that you eat converts to glucose, and then glucose, okay, is then used by the brain. So we need some really healthy fruits. Really good cruciferous vegetables are really good. Whole grains, lean proteins, okay, is something that your brain needs. But there's two other things that are really, really critical. All right, number one is water. Water. I always have water, okay, with me. And I'm actually going to ask Paige to fill it up for me. I already had 2 glasses this morning, and it's only 9:30. So water is phenomenal for the brain because it increases the ability for the electrical signals to travel across the synapses. So water is a conduit. And if your brain is using 25% of all of your calories, right, then you want those calories to be used for optimal brain functioning, which leads me to another thing that our brains need, and that is omega-3. There's omega-3, omega-6, omega-9 fatty acids, right? Our brain's made up of a lot of fat. So you need omega-3 fatty acids, okay? Fish, walnuts, flax seeds. After my exercise every day, which is actually number 2 in the list, I always have a power smoothie. I put oil into my smoothie. It's omega-3, a lower dose of omega-6 and a higher dose of omega-9. You have to balance omega-3, 6, and 9. You don't want too much omega-6 in your diet, okay? And so are you eating nuts and seeds for good fat, for the good omega-3 fatty acids, okay? I'm talking about optimal brain performance. If everything you do in your life, you're processing information, you're using your visual cortex, you're using your prefrontal cortex, okay, to make decisions, pay attention to what I'm about to say, because this is really, really critical. For every 3% of dehydration in your brain, so if the water level in your brain is just 3% off, your brain is between 15 to 25% less efficient. Pay attention. If your water hydration in your brain, okay, is just 3% off, your efficiency is 15 to 25% off. So you're not going to process information as well. You're not going to have cognitive skills like you could. You're not going to have the speed of processing that's possible, which leads me to number 2, and that's regular exercise. Now, I'm not talking about like going out there and climbing mountains, but I am talking about just a regular routine. It could be walking, right? It could be swimming. It could be cycling. It could be hiking. But you also want to incorporate some strength training, especially for those of you. Do you mind if I ask, how old are you? Let me know in the chat. How old are you? Especially for those of you like me, I'm in my early 60s now. Strength training and actually building muscle, we decrease muscle mass and bone mass by somewhere between 7 to 10% per year. So we want to add protein as well, which is a different reason, right, to our diets, healthy, lean proteins. All right, we have 30 years old, 55, 60, 54, Shelly 55, Shannon 30, 46, 68, 30, awesome. So we want to keep lean muscle mass, okay, and reduce the amount of fat that we're carrying on our body, especially visceral fat. And so we want to have a combination of aerobic exercise to activate those neurons, to create blood flow through our brain and our body. And we want to do some strength training as well to increase the muscle mass and to be able to be stronger as we get older. This is number 3. So number 1 was optimal healthy nutrition for the brain. Number 2 was regular exercise. Number 3 is sleep. How many of you are actively using what I call is a sleep hygiene protocol, sleep hygiene, making sure that the room temperature, okay, in your bedroom or wherever you sleep is nice and cool? How many of you have, the ability to turn, make sure that all the lights are off? How many of you have the ability to get rid of all of your electronics from around your bed so that the waves don't interrupt your brainwave frequency? How many of you are getting at least 6 or 7 hours a night of sleep and focusing on your deep sleep, which is different than your REM sleep? REM sleep is your rapid eye movement sleep, but deep sleep is your restorative sleep, okay, where your body's regenerating, rejuvenating, and giving your brain the rest that you need. You want to really be focusing on, somewhere between, like I sleep about 6.5 hours to 7 hours some nights, but the range is different for everybody. You want to be following something called your circadian rhythm. Some people are natural early morning risers like me. Other people would prefer the sun to come up at noon. Are you a morning person or a night person? Which one are you? And thanks for letting me know how old you are, right? If you're not sleeping well and you're sleep deprived, your brain does not work well the next day. So you want to be doing that. Now, again, since we're only about 20 minutes left, I have about 5 more points I want to make for you. Let me get my water. Mental exercises. So how many of you are using puzzles, reading, learning, upgrading your knowledge and skills? How many of you are playing a musical instrument? Doing jigsaw puzzles is really good for brain function as well, and for memory, right? And then on mental exercise, how many of you have started using our Inner Size app, the app that you can get on the iPhone? The Android version will be ready in about 2 weeks. How many of you are inner sizing, using visualization, cognitive behavior therapy, cognitive priming, mental contrasting, affirmations? How many of you are using, okay, the positive self-talk, positive empowering emotions, positive empowering activation of the reward system in the brain for optimal brain performance? If you haven't checked out the Inner Size app, you can go to the App Store, download it, choose a subscription. It's like $9 a month or $79 a year. There's 500 inner sizes there, and you can get 1 week free once you choose which of the subscriptions that you want, and you can decide if you like it after a week. So go to the App Store, Inner Size, right? Based on my best-selling book over there, Inner Size. It is super powerful. Tons of 5-star reviews. So number 4 is mental exercises, okay, to optimize your brain's performance. Number 5 is meditation and mindfulness. They're actually 2 different things, okay? 2 different things, okay? So what is meditation? Can anybody tell me, what do you believe meditation is, right? What is the definition of meditation? Right? What is the definition of meditation? I used to think that meditation was like to sit down, quietly like a monk and to chant Om, and to try and get rid of all my thoughts. That's what I thought meditation was, everyone. And I want you to think about meditation as a mental practice that focuses on cultivating, pay attention to this, awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, sensations, emotions, behaviors. Meditation can be used for awareness. Meditation, okay, can be used to get higher connectivity to this field that we're all in. Meditation can be used to be able to concentrate. Meditation can be used to clear your thoughts. So don't think of meditation as one thing. There are literally hundreds of different meditations that you can do. Let me give you an example that most people don't think about. When you are reading and you're really into the book, isn't that a form of meditation where you've blocked out all the other noise and you're able to focus and concentrate on a book? Or on me right now, or a movie that you love? Have you ever watched a movie or a Netflix series or something, and somebody might be talking to you and you don't even hear them? And Susan, yes, Inner Size uses meditation. It is a form of meditation, right? So I want you to understand that there are a variety of different mental exercises that are meditations. Emotional exercises that are meditations. You can sit there quietly if you like, all right, and pay attention to all of the different thoughts that you have. That awareness is meditation. You can choose to release them. That is a form of meditations. You can get so quiet that you have zero thoughts. That's a more advanced form of meditation, but you have to practice the meditation. And there's a variety of different types. There's mindfulness meditation, which started off as a Buddhist tradition. And it's the one that you're paying attention to your thoughts, emotions, feelings, sensations, and then you're just allowing them to be without judging them, blaming them, or giving them any meaning. Just be aware of thoughts. We have 6,200 thoughts a day. Not everyone, you need to focus on. There's what I call as concentration meditation. And so, for example, you could do open eye, introspection meditations where you're concentrating internally. interoceptive meditation, where it's an internal focus. You can do exteroception, outside of you. Pick a spot, take a look at that spot, and focus and concentrate only on that spot. That's exteroception. Then there is transcendental meditation. Just before, I shared, the chant Om, OHM, Om. You could sit and breathe in through your nose, focus on the breath that's entering your nostrils, right? And then as you exhale, blow out like you're blowing out through a straw, if you like. That's one type of meditation. But transcendental TM meditation that was brought to the United States by Maharishi back in the 60s, 50s or 60s, is taking a mantra like Om, and you breathe in, and then you breathe out just as a way to focus your attention on this sound. Om. Now, as you're doing that, it can be It doesn't matter what the sound is or what the word is, right? The art of just breathing in and then hyper focusing on a word or a short sentence creates concentration. Now, if you did that for 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 minutes, you can actually just stop, and you would almost stop breathing because you would be in such a beautiful brainwave frequency where you have calmed your brain down in order to be able to be in that quantum field. So that is transcendental meditation. There's loving kindness meditation. There's Zen meditation, where you could be seated or moving, and you're just observing how you're feeling and what you're experiencing without the judgment part of it. What am I thinking? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? What am I thinking about this? There's chakra meditations where you can focus on a variety of different chakras, the energy centers in the body, and you can focus on balancing these chakras, right? All we are is made up of energy, right? So if we're made up of energy, can I fluctuate and move the energy in my body, like with, Tai Chi Chuan, okay, a Chinese martial art. There is yoga and yoga practices where you can be moving using the breath, right? And using breathing exercises, a variety of different breathing exercises, breathing exercises for energy. There's breathing exercises for awareness. There's breathing exercises, or I call it inner sizes, right? For focus and concentration. There's breathing exercises for calmness. So the breath can be used to get the brain to optimally work. Does this make sense so far? And if you like meditation, which I do every day, it reduces stress, anxiety, depression, improves emotional well-being, increases IQ, improves attention, focus, awareness, a sense of relaxation and peace. It allows you to calm down but not have to slow down. So when we're talking about the human brain, and we're talking about getting it to optimally work, I'm going to start off, for those of you that just joined, is a healthy nutrition, a balanced diet with water, omega-3 fatty acids, lean fats, regular exercise. And I'm going to read off the list that I created: adequate sleep, mental exercises like inner sizes and the app that we have in the App Store, mindfulness, continuous learning, social connections, managing your stress, limit multitasking. This is a big one. Limit multitasking. Many people think that you can do 2 things at a time. All the new research has shown you don't multitask. You actually start and stop different things. And people who like to multitask a lot are 25 to 50% less efficient and effective as people who do not multitask. People who just do one thing, finish it, do the next thing, finish it. So what else can you do for optimizing your brain? 14 years ago, I stopped drinking alcohol. In my case, I was drinking too much wine every night, so I just stopped. I don't smoke. I never have. I don't eat processed foods. I limit my refined sugars. Every once in a blue moon, I might have a donut or I might have a chocolate bar every once in a blue moon. I don't drink sugary beverages. I don't eat high fat or sugary snacks. These are all part of what I call are my deliberate proactive protocols to get my brain to help me achieve the goals and dreams that I want in my life. So I've gone on for 21 minutes. How many of you, all right, how many of you want to use your brain better, your breathing better? Anybody here? Last week, I invited a lot of you, all right, to an event called Increase Your Energy and Squash Your Anxiety. Increase your energy and squash your anxiety or stress. If you would like, there's somebody who's taught me a ton. I could put the link up again right now. It's a free event. You can go up to my link on Instagram. You can take a look at the event by Ari Witten. Ari used to be my personal trainer, and he got me into the best shape of my life. He taught me, how to breathe. He taught me how to have enormous amounts of energy. And if you want to have access to his event that you can sign up for free, and he'll teach you how to do this in 10 minutes a day. We'll put the link in the chat, and you can access it for free. Feel free to share it if you like. If you go to my Instagram bio, you'll see the link on how to increase your energy and squash anxiety and stress in 10 minutes a day. It is one of the best researched methodologies, a bunch of them combined together. So if you want to learn more about optimal brain performance, there's some tools. I mean, the tools are readily accessible. I gave you a whole bunch of those today. Sign up for his event. He is an outstanding teacher, but more than an outstanding teacher, he does the right research like I do. All right. And I like evidence-based methods. How many of you appreciate the science behind, what I teach? And thank you for loving the glasses, Zoe. All right. Thank you for loving these. They were originally my wife's, and I liked them so much, I ended up buying a pair for myself. And now she and I basically have the same glasses. All right. So the link will be in my bio. And then here's the other thing that I want you to understand about the brain first and foremost. Every brain, functionally, the way it works, functionally works the same. Every brain functionally works the same. So if my hand functionally works the same as your hand, if my brain functionally works the same as your brain, then can you learn to use your brain better? I think the answer is yes. I actually know the answer is yes, right? So if you want to learn more about goal achievement, whether it's health, wealth, relationships, career, business, then using your brain better to achieve goals is something that you may want to do, right? So that's what I love to learn. That's what I love to read. That's what I love to study. It's what I like to apply. Like, I don't mind working. I don't know about you. I don't mind working, doing work. I just don't want to waste my time. So I want to do the right things that'll give me the results that I want. Does that make sense? Like, you're here, you're paying attention, right? But you want to pay attention to the right things, but then you want to do the right things. And so, the lessons that I just shared with you will help you achieve your goals and dreams faster and easier than ever before. All right. So there was our 25 minutes for today. I'll keep going live. I've got a lot of free events. Oh, by the way, do you have your calendar handy? I almost forgot. Thank you, Lilo. Do you want you want to mark this on your calendar? October 14 at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 o'clock New York, 5 o'clock London. Let me repeat that. I'm going to tell you what it is. October 14, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock New York, 5 o'clock London. I'm doing probably a 2 or 3 hour free event to teach you how to rewire your brain for unstoppable success. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, it means that you and I have conditioning, right? Or we have conditioned our brain, created neural patterns. The neural patterns that are dominant are part of our subconscious mind. So we have neural patterns around what we believe, neural patterns around our habits, neural patterns around our self-image, neural patterns around our self-worth, neural patterns around what we believe we are worth. We have neural patterns around our fat and weight set point. We have neural patterns around our relationships and our expectations. Would you agree that we have reinforced neural patterns, and that's what drives our thoughts, our emotions, and our predominant behaviors? Well, I'm going to be doing a 2 to 3 hour experiential event where not only will we be inner-sizing together live, I'll teach you some of the latest, ways to achieve your goals faster by retraining your brain. All right. And over the next couple of weeks, we will be putting up links for you to sign up for it. It's free. It's going to be on a Saturday, so everybody can attend. I'm going to be sharing some things from my vault of excellence with some of the people that work with me on my faculty. And it'll be a life-changing event. Rewire your brain for unstoppable success. If I give you a free ticket, will you invite a friend? If I give you a free ticket, will you invite a friend? Okay? If I give you a free ticket, will you invite a friend? All right. And so just pay attention to the messages that we put out over the next week, 2 weeks. And it'll be a life-changing event because we can talk about meditating and mindfulness and affirmations and mental contrasting and visualization and doing, variety of exercise. But then doesn't practicing it make all the difference in the world? Right? If we practice it together, then maybe I can get you to do it on a daily basis, right? Imagine if we exercise and walk together, did a little strength training together every day. You can get better. Well, let's start the process off on October 14th. All right. So I'll give you a free invitation for October 14th. Pay attention to my Facebook pages, pay attention to my Instagram pages. And if you happen to be on our mailing list, you'll be getting some emails around that as well. And we expect, just so you know, last year when I did an event like this, we had, I think it was 55,000 people sign up for the event. And it was phenomenal. People said it was the best event they've ever gone to. And so we are putting this all together for you to help you achieve your life's goals and dreams. And my promise is faster and easier. And if everything in your brain is what is causing you to take action or not take action, my goal is to help you take the inspired action you need to achieve your goals faster. All right. And you get on our email list, psychometric. Just go to the neurogym.com, myneurogym.com website, myneurogym.com website. All right. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's session. We covered a lot of ground on how to use your brain optimally, from diet, health, nutrition, food, exercise, omega-3 fatty acids, sleep, meditation, mindfulness. I covered a lot of ground today. And if you're serious about having an exceptional life, create an exceptional brain. Have a great day. Appreciate you. And if you like this, do me a favor and share it. All right. Bye now.